Hi, it's Sarah. I'm here to share another junk journal with you guys. I use the paper collection. Excuse me. Kaleidoscope by Kaiser Craft. It is a fairly flashy, I think really pretty paper. There's lots of different colors in it, the bright colors. I focused on obviously on the outside. I had this funky pink like fur trim, and I wanted to use it. I seen it at Goodwill the one day. This was months and months ago, and I was like, I'm going to use that on something, and that's what inspired me to make this journal. I figured it would be perfect for a teenage girl, uh, or even the. I really like it myself. Excuse me. So let me tell you a little bit about it. So I used that fur trim, and then I had this other trim that I had in my stash that I got at Hobby Lobby, and this is this has beads hanging from it. And then I just took some seam binding and I tied it in a knot, several different knots, and then I layered that on top. And then I had this other uh, green trim that I got at Goodwill too, and I had that, so I layered it along there too. You can see more on the back. And then I had this butterfly in my stash, so I took the, well, it's not a butterfly, it's actually a bow, and I just turned it into a butterfly. I used some stamens and a flower, and then I cut some of this little bit of this trim off and layered it underneath, and then a little bit more of this green trim underneath that, and then added a little bit of seam binding to it too. And then I added some of the paper collection. The covers are actually, this is using an envelope that I received in the mail. I bought some stuff over in Australia, and it come shipped airmail, and I used this envelope. I layered doilies along the binding of it, and then before I did that, I put Tim Holtz tissue paper, and I ripped that up in different places, and I decoupaged the whole thing, front and back, and then, well, the inside and outside, and, excuse me. So it's all decoupaged up, and then I layered some of the paper collection over top of it. Underneath, I don't know if you can see that, I had this fabric that was like crisscrossy kind of deal. I layered that underneath it just to tie in some of the black. But that's on both the front and the back. It's underneath. And then my closure is I used dark pink and light pink, and I crisscrossed the seam binding, and I layered 4 buttons, and I just tied them off in the bows. I thought it was really cute how that turned out. I really liked it. And then I added some of this black lace on the end. So this is a chunky journal again. Can't seem to not do chunky journals. I'm really working on it because I think for a teenage girl this would be fine, but if you really want to do some journaling in it, I think that I need to cut back on the size of the signature. I get carried away quite a bit. So I just added some lace trim here to make a pocket, and I just added one of my explosion notes in there. It's on coffee dyed paper. And I added one of these paper clips to hold it shut. Jeez Louise. So that just gets tucked in here. And then I just added some of this rose trim on the top of there. You can tuck something underneath that too. Then on this side, I just added this altered paper clip. Used some of the paper collection there. Added a couple tags. You can journal on the back of those. And then I just made that a pocket out of the paper, and then you can journal there too. Then I used the edge scissors again, and you can journal underneath this pocket, and added another part of the paper collection. Then here is, what this is it's a big envelope that I made using my envelope punch board, and it's huge. I don't even know how big it is. Let's see here. It is, I'm guessing it's 7 inches long, counting the other side. And then it is 6.5 wide. So what I did is I stitched it in, and I made it to where the inside of the pocket's on this side, and I added some tags to it. And then on the other side, I made it a belly band, and I just added a magnet to that, and I added a tag underneath there, and I turned this tag, I added some of these flowers on it. I turned the tag into a little notebook. And then this is a belly band. You can actually slide underneath. Wait a minute. I lied. Nope, I just glued the paper collection down there. But yeah, that tucks in underneath there. Then I added one of these plastic sleeves. I took some of the paper collection and I cut it to size. You can pull those out, add photos to it. And then I just added a deco tag in there too as well, just to give it some interest. And I did that on both sides, and then I just added a little tuck spot here where you can journal. Then on this side, I just added a tag and added a little piece of paper collection to it. And then there's a journaling spot there. And then on this side, I added a belly band here that holds this flap down. And then this is, you can journal here, all this space here to journal. You can tuck stuff behind there. And then this belly band here is holding, woo, my little butterfly, come on. And then this is holding one of the little pieces to cut out from the paper. And then I just added another little tablet notebook on the back to fix my butterfly. Probably shouldn't have put those on with it being underneath there. And then that just flips over so it holds that down. And then on this side, I just added a tag. You can journal on that, on the front and back. Another deco altered paper clip there. Part of the piece of the paper collection. Wonderful memory. Add a little bit of seam binding. And then you flip it over, add another little deco altered paper clip. And then here is a tuck spot. Just added some of the paper collection. Can journal on that. That's underneath there. And I made this little deco altered paper clip right there with the paper collection. And then here I just tied this shut so you could slip some stuff underneath there, and then you can untie it and actually use that as a flap, or you can just use that to tuck more stuff underneath there. This is open, you can journal all on there. And then this altered paper clip holds this flap down. You can add pictures, or you could actual journal on top of this and add some stuff to that. And then that just holds this down. Then on this side, this is actually using recycled packaging, and I made a little tuck spot here. I added some of the paper collection in there, that bike, and added some washi tape to it. Added a flap here. You can tuck some more stuff in there, and then this flap comes down. Then over here, I add another tuck spot, and you can flip this up. And this is just part of the cover, the back of the cover. Just added that in there with that. This is the front of the cover. I made a tag. You can journal on the back of that. And then this is part of the paper collection. You can journal up here. I made a little flower out of the paper collection, just stapled it to the paper. On this side, there's another deco tag, and it says I was born original. That's the way I'm staying. And then add another journal spot up here. You can tuck underneath there. It says today. And then this is a pocket. You can tuck stuff underneath it. And then you can journal underneath there. This is a merchandise bag. You can add any fun stuff in there. Add a little bit of washi tape to the end of that. And then on the other side. And then this is a envelope, and you can tuck stuff up underneath there. Added a pocket on the back. Then journal. Add some more stuff in there. Add some tags. Everything's inked up with the walnut distressed ink by Tim Holtz. You can journal underneath there. Added some more of these flowers. These are all from the paper collection. I like to use all my scraps of the paper. If I use the paper collection, I like to use it all. And then you can journal right here, this other side of that envelope. I made another belly band right here. Added this from the paper collection. This is magnetic. You open it up, and I made it just to look like an envelope this time. You can journal there. And you can journal right here. Here's another belly band. Add a little tag. This pulls out. You can tuck stuff underneath that. And these are all these little tags and pieces are from the paper collection. And you can open up this way. There's another tuck spot here. You can journal here. And this is open in the back too. Turn it over this way. There's a belly band holding. These are more of the front cover. And the back cover that actually shows these little pieces, cutouts that are from the paper collection. I just added that to it. And that tucks in there. And then on this side, this is magnetic. I just used my little 3/4 inch punch to cover my magnets. And then I made little banner. You can tuck little tuck spot there. This opens up. I added those to the end of the binding there. That's the magnet to try to cover it up with paper. But you can journal all through here. Hold some stuff in there too. You flip it over, I made a little tuck spot. And then here's another tuck spot. I made a little explosion note. The paper collection goes in there, and you can lift this up, journal underneath there. So it is quite chunky, but there's a lot of places that you can tuck stuff. And I used some of the paper collection, folded that down, and added this little saying. It says, "Dancing with your feet is one thing, but dancing with your heart is another." That's so cute. Add another one of these little flowers, and it says memory up there. You can journal right here, add a little photo if you wanted, or journal some more. And here's some more of the cutouts. And this is another part of that envelope. I made a little tuck spot here, some of the paper collection. That just tucks in there. This opens up. You gotta make sure you got that right, or it won't open up. This opens up. Well, there we go. This opens up. Made a little tuck spot right there. It's another one of those little explosion notes. And that tucks up underneath there. And then this comes down, and you can journal underneath there. I have a little piece of the paper collection that says love. It's actually like a little tab, and that helps you pull that down. And then this comes back down. You can journal right here, journal here. Another little tuck spot. Added part of the paper collection there. Made another little flower. This is a little banner. Another tuck spot. Paper. Made a little pocket tuck spot. And then this is a couple more banners. I just slid up underneath that. And this paper clip's holding that envelope down. This extends out. You can tuck stuff underneath this little belly band. This is part of the paper collection, or the front of the cover. It says Kaleidoscope there, and that's just part of the paper collection. And you can tuck stuff underneath there. And then you flip it over this way. This little tuck spot. I just love this paper. It's so pretty. And this is the other side of the bag. Another tuck spot with some deco tags. And you can journal right there. You flip it over here. Another pocket with a little journaling spot. A couple more journaling little tuck tags. Then here is the other part of that packaging. And you can... I didn't cut the top off, but you can cut the top off here if you want to add stuff inside. And you can add stuff to this. And it is surrounded by 2 deco tags that I put a magnet on. And it just helps. The magnet is actually inside here, in between this paper here, and it just folds stuff shut there. Then you can tuck stuff underneath here, and then this is a little tuck spot too. And I just added stories right there. Then this opens up, and you can, little journaling card there, you can journal right here. Tuck something underneath there. This is just packaging from Tim Holtz when I got one of their his stencils. That's what this packaging is. And here's a pocket here, a flap there, and deco tags. And another one of these little cutouts says, follow your dreams, transform your life. And then another one of these little flowers. She knew she was living the greatest life on earth. That's really cute. And then another little journal tuck spot here. Whew. I guess I didn't want to stay there. I have to glue that back down or add it somewhere else. But added some of the paper collection and another deco tag inside there to give it interest. You can add photos in there or just journal on there. I added this little piece here, and it says, love this. Pointing to dancing with your feet is one thing, dancing with your heart is another. I just love that saying. And then this opens up. This is a belly band. I knew one of them was a belly band. And that's part of the paper collection. And just a little journaling spot there. And flip it over here. I added another deco tag in there. And then you can journal right here on this journaling spot. This little piece of the paper collection, you can take it out, journal on it. It tucks in there, and then a little journal spot here. You can lift that up and journal too. And then I added this little altered paper clip, but I added a little tea-dyed paper, made a little notepad hanging from it. And there's some deco tags back here. When you flip it over here, this is the last page. A couple more little cutouts. It says I was born original and that's the way I'm staying. And you can journal all over here and on those tags. And then this lifts up as well. And I don't know if you can tell, but this paper actually has like, it's really cool. I really like it. It's embossed and then has like the, I don't know what you would call that, but it's really cute. I like it. Then on the back pocket here, made another little, using the paper cutouts, another little notepad, and another explosion note. And I added this little glassine bag. It has some of the cutouts in there that I didn't use. And then I added some of this little, it's this trim right here. It has little fibers on it. I added some of that in there too. And yeah, these cutouts. That's what I had left of the paper collection. I didn't want to go to waste, so why not add it with the journal? And if you want to add it to it, you can. So that just tucks in there, and that tucks behind there. And that tucks up front, and there's still a little tuck spot there too. So that's this journal. I hope you guys liked it. I liked making it. This didn't take me that long to make. But the covers is what took the longest, I'd say. When I decoupaged those, I just let it dry for 2 days. I did the front and then I did the back. But yeah, let me know what you think. Please like, share, comment. And I appreciate all the comments. I read them all. And I will try to comment back on all of them. And I guess I will see you when I see you. Later.